Good morning, everybody. My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I also have company. I'm very happy about that. I'm sorry, it's been a couple of days. I've just been enjoying having company here and not filming or whatever. So I'm going to just give you a quick update today and see how it goes. We woke up this morning to snow. That's how it goes. There was quite a bit of snow. About 5 inches or so, Gary? I think.
Yeah, about 4 to 5.
4 to 5 inches of snow. And it wasn't very cold. It was only -2, but we hear that the cold weather is going to be coming after this. So he had the initiation into Calgary. So he went out and he shoveled snow today. And we had the kids over yesterday, so he got to hear how rambunctious the kids are when they're in the house, and they had a blast. I tell you, those kids had a blast. So he got to hear how rambunctious they are, but we all enjoyed it. And they stayed for supper, so we had a nice visit with them. And then they said, of course, now because Gary's here for 2 months, so they're going to have a chance to see him quite often. Now, Claudine did get a phone call this morning. She was waiting for a phone call from her surgeon to see, ask some of the questions she had. She feels much better after talking to him because he has said to her, normally they can do it in a day surgery, but since hers is going to be a little bit more extensive, that she could plan on an overnight. Which makes her feel better because she's had overnight every other time that she was in to have this done. And she really feels like she needs that. And especially with the rest of us at home being needy. I'm trying very hard not to ask her to do a lot of things. But unfortunately, I'm in such a habit of not being able to do certain things that she helps me with. And I have to remember to ask Gary. I can't just expect that people know what I need or whatever. And I have to quit being so proud and that I don't ask. So there's a little bit of a learning curve, but we've got 2 weeks for me to learn what I'm supposed to do. And Gary has been learning how to handle the pump and the changing of the gauze and all that sort of stuff, which that in itself takes a little bit of doing. So we were teasing him, saying he's the resident because he comes in and he's got his notepad and he's writing down what we're doing. And I said to him, after you've done it twice, there won't be anything that you need to read from your pad of paper. You just will know how to do it and you'll just do it. But it's a little bit nerve-wracking for him, I think, when he's first starting to do it. And so I'm trying to keep my ouches and ohs to myself because when Claudine does it, whenever she manipulates the little hose thing, it does create a weird sensation inside my stomach area, which causes my legs to kind of twitch. And it's weird to have something she's touching on the outside of my body make a feeling on the inside of my body. So it's not that it hurts, it's just a strange feeling, and it kind of, I don't enjoy the feeling that it is. Sort of like a little electrical current, but it's not electrical. So anyway, I have to just try and keep those thoughts to myself and get used to doing it. We're still thinking that probably we will be trying to find out more information about changing to this other system that's subcutaneous instead of having this hose thing or whatever tube that's going into my intestine, simply because my body doesn't seem to like it very much. It's kind of not rejecting it, but it's not healing up properly. So we're going to get her through her surgery and get her all healed up, and then we will talk to them about that. We also are going to see if Eric will up the dose on the pump for us, because my hands are quite stationary, and when I'm trying to do a few things for myself, I could use my hands. So some days are great, some days are not so great, and I don't know why I seem to have more movement in the middle of the night. I think it has something to do with the fact that I take 2 long-acting levodopas by mouth, 2 tablets, when I am going to bed, and then I also take, over the course of the night, 2 or 3, depending on how often I wake up. I take 1 at a time of the regular strength levodopa. And normally my dose is 3 of them at a time. So I'm only taking 1 at a time of them, but I have up to 3 of them during the night. So, but I've been actually having a leftover one most nights. So I'm taking 1 at bedtime and then 1 in the middle of the night. But it's kind of weird because that gives me movement in the middle of the night, which I could use in the daytime, not in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, I need to be sort of like staying in bed and sleeping instead of moving around. Anyway, I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm going to talk to Gary for a minute and see if I can convince him to come onto camera. And we'll talk to him for a few minutes maybe, and we'll see how it goes after that. Thanks. Okay, I convinced him that he's going to talk for just a couple minutes. I'm going to show you. He's a great fan. The animals love him. When he first got here, the cat was sleeping on the bed that he's going to be on. Then when he went to bed that night, the cat was under the covers on the bed that he was going to be on, and Indica hasn't left his side. So here they are attached at the hip. I'll just turn this around so that we can see you. There we are. There we are. So how do you feel about being here and all the snow?
Oh, it's good. It's all right. I expected it. Not quite so quick. But yeah, it was good to fly without it.
Yes.
So I got that in here clear, and now it's winter.
Now that you're here, it's okay for it to be snowy.
Yeah, but yeah, we had a good flight out, and thanks for all the welcome comments and whatnot.
We're just looking forward to having a good visit here.
For those who know me, thank you, and for those that don't, hello.
Look at this dog. This dog just 80 pounds worth.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a slow start. I got some learning to do first, so we'll get doing a few things later, maybe, But yeah, it's more of a work trip this time.
I'm the work.
we'll have some chats later, okay?
Alrighty, sounds great. Talk to you later. I'm just going to turn this to me. Thank you everybody for joining us today, and I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.